Joy to the world. The West Indies have won from Stockport to Cali, from Manchester to London, from Northumberland on the Scottish border to Cornwall at the tip of the south. I hope the English spectators and supporters are listening to the captain of the West Indies cricket team.
We played very well today. After England came back in the series and put us under pressure, I think today the guys respond like champions. We played very well today. After England came back in the series and put us under pressure, I think today the guys respond like champions.
I played it twice because I wanted to resonate. The West Indies team responded like champion. For the fourth consecutive time, we have beaten England in a bilateral series. One test series, one ODI series, and two T20 series. Since the start of 2023, under the captaincy of Rovman Powell, West Indies have won, as you all know, 3 consecutive T20 international series. These are no minor teams or associate teams that we have beaten. We have beaten South Africa, a full-strength South Africa cricket team in South Africa. We have beaten India, and now we have beaten England. The England team management said this is more than likely the core of the team for the World Cup. They can only see 3 changes. Ben Stokes, Jofra Archer if he's fit, and Bairstow if he returns to form. So we beat a quality team from England. Now the world is afraid of us as the T20 Cricket World Cup beckons in the Caribbean. Hello everyone, welcome to a happy day. For once again, the West Indies T20 players have made us proud and have made us happy. I think there's a definite dynamic partnership is being formed at the head between Darren Sammy and Rovman Powell. These two gentlemen appear to be passionate about West Indies cricket. I remember that fourth match as I saw what appears to be tears running down the jaw of Darren Sammy. I know we have someone who has the total interest of West Indies cricket at heart. Please remember to slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. What must I say about myself? Once again, I got another prediction correct. I am not always right. I just express my opinions. But it seems like these days I'm getting it right more often than not. Australia winning the World Cup. West Indies winning the series 3-2. That's what I predicted. Shamar Joseph in the West Indies squad to Australia are just some of the predictions. What impressed me most, however, about this series was our batting. For example, in the second T20 International, we were 54 for 4 after 8.2 overs and recovered to post a match-winning 176. Although we lost the third and fourth T20 internationals, in the third, we lost 2 wickets in the first 2 overs, but yet still we recovered to post 222. In the fourth, despite being bowled out after 15.3 overs, we still got to 192. And in that final match yesterday at Taruba, at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy Stadium, it was a tricky wicket to bat on. Chasing 133 to win on that pitch was never going to be easy. But the batting shows some backbone. It shows some steel and it shows some fight. And I'm proud this morning to be a supporter of the West Indies cricket team. Because what we saw yesterday was great determination, great fight, a willingness to win. And we must congratulate the guys. That is why I was particularly happy that at the end of the game, one of the first things that Powell said, maybe it was the first thing, was to congratulate the fans and to tell them thanks for the important role that they had played. Now, there was a lot of hype in the England press. The thing that Macho Mark, the head coach, said to the English press before this match, which made me very happy that we won. I now quote the England head coach. Freddie Flintoff is bringing fresh energy to inspired England. The game that West Indies were bringing to us was certainly a power game. And we talk about matching fire with fire. Yesterday at Taruba, the fire was out and Josh Butler will be sacked as captain of England T20 cricket team. This may well be his last match as England T20 captain. Now, as the team prepared to go to Australia for the next T20 series, even if we should lose that series 3-0, I am telling you right now, the cricketing world is nervous about the West Indies. Because losing 3-0 in Australia, I'm not here saying it is going to happen. I genuinely hope that Powell will win his 4th consecutive series. But if the worst come to worst in Australia, West Indies will still be a threat in the World Cup when we return home to play on our own soil. The other 23 teams in the World Cup, they are worried about the West Indies right now. They are having sleepless nights as they recognize that this team, with a little more execution from the bowlers and with a fit Romario Shepherd who will continue to improve, as we have seen this improvement in Shepherd over the last 12 months. This West Indies team is a dangerous team at the T20 Cricket World Cup next year, and the world knows it. I'll come to your comments very shortly, but before I do so, just let us look at the top 5 batting and bowling individuals for the West Indies. When it comes to the batting department, Nicholas Pooran was our leading run getter with 149 runs at a strike rate of close to 180. Rovman Powell made 132, striking at 173.68. Shea Hope 122, striking at 118. I think I said Powell was 122, he was 132. Brandon King was 4th, scoring 115 runs at a strike rate of 153.33. That's 115 runs for Brandon King at a strike rate of 153.33. I'm not looking at any excuses here for Brandon King, but I think that not getting an IPL selection probably, just probably, affected his batting in the last 2 T20. He is not the first one it had happened to. We saw where it happened to Travis Head. And as I remember Travis Head being ignored in the mega auction in 2021, my mind goes back to Brandon King and the World Cup final in which Travis Head made 100 for Australia. And I look at it and say, this will be deja vu all over again. As come next year World Cup, Brandon King will be making 100 in the World Cup final to win it for the West Indies. Will that happen? Time will tell. And the fifth leading run scorer for the West Indies in this tournament was Andre Russell with 105 runs, close to strike rate of 170. When we look at the batting averages for the West Indies, Andre Russell topped the batting average with 35. Powell was second with 33. Rutherford was fourth with 31.65. Hope 30.5 and Puran 29.8. So when we look at both the averages, the number of runs scored, and the strike rate, the most impactful batsman for the West Indies in this tournament, because we also look at the impact by adding the strike rate and the average together. Now the person with the highest combined total was Nicholas Puran, who comes out at the top of with the most impactful batsman for the West Indies in the series. He was followed by Powell, Russell, Rutherford. Although Rutherford scored less than 100 runs in the tournament, his strike rate of around 170, I think it was 169.64, plus his average of 31.65 led him to be the number 4th most impactful batsman for the West Indies in this tournament. Now to the bowlers. Moti had the best average for West Indies in the tournament, 23.60. Although Joseph only played 3 matches, his average was 23.83. Hussain average was 26.0. When we speak about average in bowling, we are talking how many runs you gave up for the wickets you take. So the average is the number of runs divided by the number of wickets. Russell was 28.14 and Jason Holder was 33.50. When we look at the tightest bowler, the bowlers who are giving up the fewest number of runs per over, we refer to that as the economy. And so the best economy was Gudakesh Moti with 7.37, followed by Hussain, 7.8, Holder, 10.3, Russell, 10.46, and Joseph, 12.43. Now, when we look now at the bowlers who are getting wickets the quickest, that means the number of deliveries it takes them to get a wicket on average. Joseph was the leader. Joseph was getting a wicket roughly every 12 deliveries he bowled. Russell, roughly 16 deliveries. Moti, roughly 19 deliveries. Holder, about 19 and a half deliveries. So you call it roughly every 20 deliveries. The same as Hussain. Now, looking at the most impactful bowler. The most impactful bowler is the one who has the lowest score when you had the average, the economy, and the strike rate together. The person with the lowest score is the most impactful bowler. And I'm coming to your comments immediately after this. Please remember, slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. The most impactful bowler for the West Indies in this series was Alzarri Joseph. His strike rate, his economy, and his average was less than 50. Anything less than 50 is considered world class. It's considered great. Great. Anything less than 50. Anything between 50 and 60 is considered world class, acceptable. Above 60, then you are just below world class level. You are average. And so Joseph's performance in this tournament was great. Moti was world class, Hussein was world class, Russell was world class, and Jason Holder, though, was just above the threshold. Those are the numbers in this tournament for the West Indies. We wish them well, and we hope that they all have a Merry Christmas, just like how they brought joy to our arts. And I welcome you now. Hope that I will see some very positive comments today in the comment section. Welcome to the show. Please slash a like on the video and click on that Sherwin and that button. Sherwin, good morning. After seeing O'Shane Thomas yesterday, he should be a test bowler along with young Isaiah Thorne. Thank you very much, Sherwin. Thank you. West Indies have a need for speed that they can provide. I agree with you, but we should not rule out Shamar Joseph and Alzari Joseph. I think give Thorne some time to develop. He will be at the Under-19 World Cup next year, January. Also, O'Shane Thomas, we saw he's getting fitter, but we hope that he will continue to get fitter. Good day, my dear friend Gerard Mead. I hope you're not feeling the cold, but you're keeping yourself very warm. To be totally honest, I didn't enjoy our victory as I usually do by celebrating, because our batters were too cautious, too timid, and too tentative. Perhaps this is the nature of this format. Probably, as I said in my monologue, which I think went on too long, I just believe that the pitch was very difficult to bat on. Good morning, Clint Brewster from Trinidad. Good morning, Athena. How are you? Welcome to the show. I heard Darren Bravo and Oak turned down the tour of Australia. We will be looking at that tomorrow morning, Clint Brewster. Tomorrow, I think just around same time tomorrow, we'll be looking at the squad that have been selected for South Africa, for Australia, I'm sorry. Desmond Haynes did a press conference on Wednesday. The press conference, to the best of my knowledge, have not been released to the media. Persons who were in that press conference would have made notes and would have released tidbits of that press conference. I have sent a request to one of the West Indies media officers requesting the video recording of the press conference. So I'm hoping that I'll get that video recording of the press conference before tomorrow's show when we look at the West Indies squad to tour Australia. Glenn Camber is saying, yet we win all. Powell's success, you are calling for him to be dropped? Glenn Camber, I don't know where you get that from. I never said it. I respect you, Glenn Camber. Please respect me also. At no time have I ever said Powell to be dropped, Glenn Camber. And I really think you are my friend and we respect each other. So do the right thing, Glenn Camber, and apologize, for I never said any such thing. Good morning, Jamor Small. Congratulations, here is saying. Thank you very much. And he's saying that his favorite player is Shea Hope. Kushaganda here, I think, is from India. Why have you not opened super chat features? Okay, because of where I live, it is not a feature that I can access from my location. That is why I have not opened it. Thank you though, I appreciate it. Big up Coach Sammy and the skipper. Well done. And Brian H is saying, is Elimo Atina. What do you think about bringing an overseas coach? I think that Sammy is doing a very good job. And the support staff that he has around him, they appears to be doing a very good job too. Last night, we heard him congratulate them profusely. So I will not go about changing any coach at this time because I definitely think that Sammy is doing a good job. You're right. It wasn't an easy wicket to bat on. Thank you, Wilbert Pierre. Appreciated. Hello, sir. How are you? All things, I'm great. Glad to have you here. Happy for you to ask. I appreciate that. One United is saying that Gudakesh Moti was brilliant. Indeed, he was brilliant. Also, Hussein was brilliant. Also, Alzarri Joseph was the best of them all, as his impact of 47 shows you that he was the best of the lot, although only playing 3 matches. But don't take away anything from Russell, Hussein, Moti. Older was just a little average, but the other 4 were outstanding. West Indies planted the seed of doubt into the teams, not only for T20, but ODI. Next will be test matches. Very good, Athena. Yes, we are making a lot of noise. So you will go with Isaiah Thorne and O'Shane. But as I always said, Sherwin, I understand your position. Nothing wrong with your position. There are many persons who would have probably gone with O'Shane Thomas and Isaiah Thorne. But as I said, tomorrow we'll be looking at it in details and you'll get my opinion. Pooran is the best batsman in the West Indies, period. He may well be. I like the idea with Moti and Hussein in the team together. Wilbert Pierre, a lot of us enjoy that. All things. Where is Sheldon Cottrell and Obed McCoy? They are the brilliant bowlers, but where are they? I think that Cottrell is over the hill. I think Cottrell has passed it at this level. But as Darren Sammy said yesterday in his interview, he's hoping that someone like Obed McCoy will get really fit and able to stay in the park and really able to put in the training. Because the issue with Obed McCoy is so injury prone that he's really unable to train at full tilt. And so that's the issue with Obed McCoy. He's injury prone and not able to train at full tilt. And so his performance is reflecting that lack of training. If we give O'Shane the chance, he can be world class. I have no doubt about that, but his fitness need to improve. Any data on bowlers bowling in the power play, I could provide that data for you, Athena, in another show. Definitely. And so, can we ever see guys like Edmire Pooran play test cricket for the West Indies? That is their decision. First, they have to come and play in the regional 4-day tournament, and that will give West Indies an inclination that they are leaning towards that position. I am not one person who's going to say that West Indies should beg anybody to play test cricket. If Pooran and Edmire want to play test cricket, they must come and play regional 4-day cricket first before they can be selected. Yes, I'm coming to the test squad tomorrow. I hope that I will have some very interesting Glenn. Glenn Campbell, yes, my friend. Glenn Campbell, he never did. I do. I will like to replace him. Sherwin, Sherwin is defending me. Thank you, my dear friend Sherwin, for defending me. Sir, why not Brandon King in test? I come into that tomorrow. I will answer that tomorrow, all things. Remember, I'm saying that we are going to look at the test squad tomorrow, and I don't want to preempt anything for that discussion tomorrow. So please join me then. I really appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that, and I will tell you how to do so. If you are on PayPal, you will be able to support the channel. I'll put the link in the video description, and you can support the channel through PayPal. I really like that Kushar here. It's really welcome. Persons like you and Gerard Mead and Bobby Brown and Charles Taylor and all Athena and all those persons who support us throughout the year. I really appreciate it. Who in their right mind is still calling for Sammy to be replaced? That's a good one. I will play Moti and Hussein together in a T20 match. They play together. King and Hope going to play BPL. Okay? West Indies cricket is headed in the right direction. The youth movement is the way to go. And I know Sherwin is always pushing that youth movement. Yes, Mikel, I agree with you. He needs to get back fully fit so he can train very hard. We need bowlers for the back end. And Sammy mentioned that. Sammy said someone that is looking for someone to bowl at the back end, whether that person is in this squad or that person is out there. And he also said that he has scouts in the region looking for somebody to bowl at the back end. And I'm wondering if Sammy is looking outside of the region too, because you may have players outside of the region who is qualified to represent the West Indies and probably could do a job at the back end. No, far from it. I think in my heart, if I'm to tell you the truth, how I feel that Edmire will be the next West Indies T20 captain. That's what I feel after Rovman Powell. However, there are things that Edmire needs to do. He knows the things that he needs to do, and once he does them, he will be the next West Indies T20 captain after Rovman Powell. Those are my thoughts on Edmire. And so he said that, Athena is saying, a series win without Carl Hooper, wonder what next. All right. Orlando Paul, welcome to the show. I am happy for the series win, but we need to win a few more series, especially overseas, before I said we are back. I have no objection with that. I absolutely have no objection with that, but I'm very glad that we are almost unbeatable now on home soil. Should Desmond Haynes be fired from his job? Join us tomorrow and you will hear. Please run cricket shorts. Join us tomorrow. And if you sell cricket shorts, tell us about it. You may have some of the persons on this chat supporting you. Sheo is always underrated. He's a world class like Barbara or Kohli. All things, while his statistics in one day international will support that view, his T20 career is a budding career. It doesn't reach the level as yet where we could say Shea Hope is world class in T20 cricket. His average of 25.05 in Test cricket doesn't reflect that of a world class player. In ODI international, Shea Hope is one of the great. No, Hope or Joseph going to captain after Powell. Well, 007, no problem with your opinion. It's just my opinion. I'm just giving my opinion, 007. Okay, thank you for that. Yes, looking at the diaspora who qualified to play for West Indies needs to look further. Thank you for that. And so, Sherwin is love from Pakistan, sir. Thank you, all things. I'm always supports West Indies cricket equals to Pakistan cricket. I'm so passionate for West Indies cricket. Always yesterday, I am over the moon when West Indies cricket. All things, thank you very much. I know you support West Indies cricket. You always said it. I am also a fan of Pakistan cricket, and I hope that they win the Boxing Day test. I'm looking forward to it. I think that if they win the toss on Monday at Melbourne, they should put Australia into bat. I'm really hoping that Pakistan can win that match. Sherwin is saying, I believe Brendan King is better suited for Test cricket. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Please remember to slash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button. And remember, if you want tickets to buy for the World Cup coming up in the West Indies, and those tickets are going to get very hot now. They're going to get very hot. The link is in the video description. I will put it in the comment section also. Click on that link to register to get tickets for the World Cup. I cannot say it more. You will probably not be able to get any tickets to buy at the venue. By the time the World Cup teams arrive in the West Indies, it is probably that all of the tickets will be sold off. You have to register to get tickets to buy. Also, remember, if you are sending money from the USA, There's a link in the video description also. Click on that link and you can use that link to send money to over 200 countries and territories anywhere in the world without have to move from where you are. Have a great day, everyone. Robert Simit is saying, I would like to see King should play at 3 or 4 in the test team. Yes, I do like Babar Azam. I think he's great. I really think he's great. Ram Cricket Shots from India. Welcome to the show. Thank you for supporting West Indies cricket. Have a great day, everyone. Please be careful on the road. I'm encouraging you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Smash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button. Have a great day now, everyone. Bye for now.